So, INEC and Nigeria politicians have become so shameless that we now wash our dirty undies in the public without shame.
I want to quickly mention that a lot of the international observers who were there were as disenchanted as I was. There were 4 African presidents, former presidents, who were in Nigeria to observe the elections. There were over 144,000 observers deployed across the country. And they all were disenchanted by what they saw. I want to say that what happened in Nigeria was not election observation, but a crime watch. We watched a crime being perpetrated on a country of 200 million people with utter and complete impunity. I also want to say that President Jimmy Carter has been vindicated. He went and observed elections in Nigeria many years ago, and he was so upset at the impunity and the brazen theft of the election that he vowed never to go back to Nigeria again.
So even in the very presence and in the eyes of international observers, Nigeria has become so corrupt, and yet it seems as though our leaders never care. Look at what the report they give of the election. He said this is not election observation. He said this is a crime watch. And that's exactly what happened. A crime watch. That all over the places, there are manipulations of results, tainted results. Yet INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu went ahead and pronounced a winner of that election. That's not all. He went ahead and presented to the same person the certificate of return. I really don't know what this whole thing is about, that we have become so shameless. The giant of Africa, I wonder the kind of giant we are. That those who are looking up to us are embarrassed at the kind of things that our leaders are doing, and yet it seems none of these evil politicians really care about the reputation of this nation. It's sad. But we will not allow this mandate to be stolen. God in heaven will not allow this mandate to be stolen. Nigerians have suffered a lot. And we are not going to allow these evil politicians to again do this to this nation. No. How many people died in this election? All over the places, you see people of the ruling party threatening citizens, threatening voters who came to cast their vote peacefully, threatening them that if you're not voting for APC, leave this arena. What have been done about it? Now, we hear of Festus Keyamo petitioning DSS to go and arrest Peter Obi. What has he said? He said he's using insightful language. When you see people over the places doing electoral malpractice, and nothing has been done up to today. And those who have been aggrieved, who decided to express their grievances and their displeasure over the election, they are the ones you want to arrest. Shame on you. Shame on you, Festus Keyamo. Shame on you. That you only go where the money goes. Shame on you. What did you say in previous election? These are the same people you were against, and they are the same people you are in for, because all you care about is the money. All you care about is the money. You don't care about the common good of this nation. Shame on you. Shame on you. I listened to what I read what Kayode said, Fanikayode said on Twitter, and I was embarrassed. And when you look at the comment section, you saw somebody brought up a video of his past speech against the vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, and when he vomited all of those things, nobody called DSS to go and arrest him. And now he is petitioning DSS to go and arrest people for incentive language and whatever he called them. Please, listen, irrespective of what you do, I want you to know that we will not give up. I watched a recent speech on anti-corruption conference that was held in Abuja, where the great Professor P.L. Lomumba spoke to the Nigeria leaders and politicians. And in his speech, while watching the speech, I shed tears, because he had to talk about what has actually crippled this continent called Africa.
The privatization of public wealth without consequence is something that we must frown upon. And that is why lifestyle audits are important, and I urge you to enact legislation that will require Nigerians that before you build a house as a public servant, you must show us the source of your funds. You must tell us where you got the money. And if you did that, you'd be amazed that those who build mansions will be reduced by 99%. Because how can it be that amongst the various peoples of Nigeria, you would not allow your daughter or your son to marry a thief who has stolen a goat, but a thief who has stolen naira is celebrated? We must give the goat and the naira equal value, because he's a thief is a thief.
The problem of Africa is leadership. That is the reason we will refuse to keep recycling these old politicians who have refused to do the right thing. We will not. He said in his speech that we keep celebrating thieves and ill-gotten wealth, and we vilify our innocent citizens, and that's what we do. I've often spoken against even the so-called amnesty program, because it is an endorsement of evil in our nation, where we pay those who carry guns, and those who do not carry, nothing is given to them. And that is what is killing Africa. That is what is killing Nigeria, because we have no program that honor those who are honest, those who are good citizens. We have no program for them. We only celebrate and reward those who are violent, those who are criminal, those who we want to do anything to destroy this country. They are the people who celebrate, and that is the biggest problem of our nation, Nigeria. In his speech, the great professor asked a question. He said, if you will not be willing to give your daughter's hand in marriage to somebody who stole a goat, he said, why are you willing to give your daughter's hand in marriage to those who steal naira? And when he made that speech, guess what our leaders and our politicians did? They started applauding him, as if the purpose of that speech is applause. That's what annoyed me the most. That when you are supposed to be crying and be remorseful, you are clapping, as if what the reason for that speech was the clap. And you know what? That speech was made just before the election, because it never dawned on them that the man was speaking to them. They went ahead and conducted election where the unimaginable was practiced. Citizens were disenfranchised. People were killed. Ballot paper were thrown, on the gutter, snatched, and all kinds of things were done. People were threatened. Good citizens of Nigeria were threatened. And they said, if you're not voting for APC, don't come to this place. And this is what we witnessed. And INEC has gone ahead to announce a winner of this fraudulent election. We want you to know that we will never accept this result. And thank God this matter has been taken to court. And I believe that the Nigeria judges will do something that will at this time set the record of this nation straight and take away the bad name we have suffered in the international communities. I really pray that Nigeria will get it right in this election. I am praying And I also want you to pray. Wherever you're watching me from, this mandate will not be stolen. Please don't be afraid. I believe that Nigeria is actually playing out her destiny at this moment. So many prophecies have gone. We know that this election was going to be manipulated. But one thing we do know is that the mandate will be restored. So irrespective of your threat of arresting Peter Obi, you are just playing out what the prophecy has already said. So we are not afraid. We know that irrespective of what is done, that Nigeria's mandate will not lose. Please thank you for watching us. Thank you for staying with us. Please give us a thumbs up, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you will always be notified each time we upload our video. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you.